Morning, Skippy.
Hola.
You were concerned.
I can't see you.
Oh, I don't know why. Please hold.
Now
There
I
you go.
can. Are you all de-COVIDed?
Yes. Yes, we are back to normal, as much as normal can be.
Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear it.
You got you lost a little bit of weight on your face there.
Yeah. I my original beard trimmer it died on me. So I went and got a new one.
Oh.
And then I was not careful enough in my guard selection. Once that mistake is started, you kind of got to finish it.
Yeah. Well, good thing it'll grow back at some point.
So this is with a week's worth of growth. This happened just after we did the podcast last week.
Oh, you basically went
It was
full baby
short.
face. Oh,
Yeah. Luckily, it was warm last week, so I wasn't too cold.
yeah.
Don't mind me eating. It's a
I
busy
won't.
day today.
Yeah, busy day.
All right,
Is
week
it-
6. What? Huh?
Why is it a busy day?
I got shit to do, man. I'm open tomorrow. What? You're combing your? What are you rubbing it in? Combing your beard?
Yes.
You're
I know is this the first day? Ish?
Tomorrow will be the first day. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay. I noticed the schedule's 11 to 2.
yeah,
Is that going forward or just this week?
probably going forward.
Okay. So just a few
Just
hours.
lunch. Yeah. Do quick hitters at lunch places that we are yeah, I mean we usually do good lunches, so no long days. Just trying to break even on the bills. That's it. That's the only goal. Pay the bills, don't burn through the account.
Absolutely.
We'll be open long enough to be able to do that, hopefully. But yeah. So episode 16.
Yeah. I mean, you dropped episode 15 and it seems like it's causing quite a stir.
Why?
No, sorry, not episode. No, the trailer walkthrough you did.
Oh,
You're getting a lot of hits on that.
well, I do what I can.
Everybody wants to see where Josh works every day.
Yeah. My aluminum box. We'd love to see yours, Skippy.
As soon as I have not set foot inside that trailer since Sunday.
And
So, well,
you got raccoons living in there or something?
no, it just needs to be cleaned. Needs a good disinfecting.
I don't know if you noticed, but mine wasn't all that clean either.
Correct. Yeah, I'm not getting on the floor and scraping the stuff off the screws, but I do want it to be presentable. Got some stuff to do for that.
Okay.
So it'll come this week. I'll take a video this week.
Okay. How was your week?
Uneventful.
Unaware.
My wife and I finally we couldn't dodge COVID no more.
And that was your first time?
First time that I'm aware of. I mean, yeah, we'll say first time. I mean, I've had the vaccine, but I didn't have the boosters or whatever. And so of course my buddy calls me up and says, how's that vaccine treating you? I'm like, well, I guess it could be worse.
How were your symptoms?
Every day it was something different. It's freaking weird. So Halloween night, I'm doing okay. We get done with trick-or-treating about 8, or at least the people that came to our house. And I'm sitting watching TV and I'm starting to feel warm. So I ended up temping out at like 100, which wasn't bad, but still annoying. And so the morning I had just an absolute pounding headache. I mean, the probably worst headache I've ever had, and it just didn't go anywhere. And so I took a test and yeah, I'm positive and whatever. So Tuesday was fever, headache, and vomiting from the headache. I don't think anything else. As you're eating, I'm sorry, my bad. Wednesday headache was gone. Still had a remnant of a fever. Couldn't taste, smell nothing. Full of congestion. And Thursday was headache like right behind my right eye. I'm assuming just from the congestion. Still couldn't taste, nothing like that. And yeah, Friday was probably the better of all the 5 days that I was down for the count.
Mhm.
But Tuesday was the absolute worst with the headache. I couldn't sleep. It just nothing. Couldn't do anything.
Taste and smells back now though.
It feels like I have a cold, to where, like when you have that congestion, you really can't taste or smell anything anyway.
Yeah.
I can taste faintly.
Everything's muted. Yeah.
Yeah, I can faintly taste it.
You're lucky. And credit that to the vaccine that,
Yeah,
I mean, I was without for 2 weeks and I'm still not sure that mine's right.
I'm happy it's back. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Because I'm a fat guy that likes to eat food. If I can't taste it, it ain't fun no more. I might have to lose weight now.
Yeah, it was a pretty miserable 2 weeks. I ate lots of different textures just to make it interesting, And
It's funny, eat spicy food, you realize it's not the spice that you taste, it's the heat that just lingers. So it's like eating a spicy chicken breast. Wasn't fun because you didn't have the flavor to go along with it.
I don't understand you hot people. Like, I like hot food. The hotter the better. I was like, well, what's the fucking point? I can just punch you in the face and you can have a regular chicken sandwich if you want. If you like pain, I mean.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, so I did not step foot inside the trailer from Monday to, well, still haven't set foot in there. I had to cancel the whole week. I only had a couple events because it was the beginning of November, but it was a new brewery we're going to go to. They were all excited about having us out. One that we hadn't been to in a while, another one we hadn't been to in a while. So just been sitting on my ass, figuring out what's next.
What is next?
Well, I have some events for this month. We'll go with that so far.
All right.
We'll go with that so far. I got a few events this week. I just got called for a catering gig. So, of course, it's a catering gig that wants food on Friday. Awesome. Nothing like the last minute.
Well, it's better than tomorrow.
So I got to take it tomorrow at this point.
Get it
Yeah,
done over with.
we're back. We're back rolling. We'll finish the month off strong. Goal is still to take December, January, and February off.
Awesome. Well, for me,
Ish.
yeah,
Because Saturday's supposed to be like 32.
71 on Thursday though,
I know.
or 73. I think I just saw the updated. So, welcome to Michigan, and but it rebounds back after Saturday. So we're back into the 50s, at least here next week. So
yeah, I saw we were in the 40s, but still, it's nothing. Yeah,
horrible. Yeah.
not.
So
Where are you at? What have you done the last week? Pondered great thoughts.
lots of yard work. You going back to your manscaping over there? Keep going. It'll help with the views.
Only fans.
Yeah, that's did lots of yard work, lots of housework, getting some more shit unpacked. Yeah, just
Because you lived there almost a year.
February. Yeah, we moved in 4 weeks before the season started. So yeah, finally getting some stuff put away and stuff organized in our basement, and it feels pretty damn good. Didn't get Christmas lights up yet, but that's this week. So just on the house while the weather's good.
Yeah, when's the tree going up?
Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay.
I don't, yeah, I'm not going to decorate. I just do the lights because the weather is good.
If I wasn't here, my wife would have the tree up right now. So listen.
My neighbors, my neighbors have theirs up inside. It's in a window. I saw it. So they were doing like deer and stuff out in the yard.
Mhm.
So I was like, okay, I get it. They were like, yeah, we're just trying to get it up before the weather turns. I said, okay. And then I was walking the dogs and saw a Christmas tree in the window. I was like, well, that's inside. That's just not. You don't have weather inside. Yeah, no.
Special. Is there special
Actually,
people there?
Yeah, we're actually getting our tree the weekend before Thanksgiving this year. Usually I do it the day after Thanksgiving. But just with the kids and schedules and stuff, we'll have everybody around the weekend before. So we'll do it that day and put it up. But I won't decorate the rest of the house until the following weekend. I'm a firm after Thanksgiving. So
Absolutely.
but as far as Christmas lights on the house, because I do all the peaks and stuff, I don't like waiting that long because you never know what you're going to get. And there's been years where I haven't had Christmas lights on the house before, and it bothers me. So I will take advantage of the nice sunny weather. I won't plug them in. They'll just be on the house. They won't be turned on until after Thanksgiving.
What's crazy, I hire companies that'll do that for you.
I know, but what's the fun of that?
Broken necks. It's not the fall that kills us. So it doesn't stop at the bottom.
It
Just
doesn't
remember
stop. Yeah, but I'm not going to say a word because I don't want to jinx anything. But after my numbers get pulled tonight, I'll pay somebody to do it.
Oh, okay.
So, but yeah, we've had a lot of requests. Catering requests been coming out of the woodwork lately. And I have been entertaining them. So for the winter. Since normally the trailer's completely shut down and cleaned, but since I'm going to be running it, I'm entertaining the thought of doing some drop-off catering stuff. We are switching back to barbecue the day before Thanksgiving.
I saw that. Yeah, something going on there.
The nationally syndicated Free Beer and Hot Wings morning show. They're going back to their annual live Thanksgiving show in Grand Rapids. So they were looking for a food truck. We are said food truck. So
cool.
Their stupid name and our stupid name combining to be super stupid names. So,
but
yeah,
super fun.
Super fun. So yeah, the only downside is we have to start serving at 6 a.m.
Yeah, I saw that. That's going to be a very long day.
It's gonna be a very long night.
True that.
Yeah, I already let Angie know that I will be home probably around 11 o'clock and I will not be of use to anyone for the rest of the day. So pretty much just planning on being up for the night before and powering through it. And yeah, I think we're done at 10. I think the show ends at 10. So we'll probably hang around for another half hour, 45 minutes, but aren't allowed to sell on the property for the rest of the day. So once they're out, no.
Oh, wow.
That's City of Grand Rapids stuff and their strict rules about stuff. So, and that bar, huh?
Are you selling or giving? And they're
selling. So we're selling. Private event, but selling. So it's a ticketed event. So, and we're in a blocked off area. So only those people can get to us, which is another part of City of Grand Rapids rules. Yeah, there's been food trucks that have had issues with, they've been on a sidewalk for a private event in downtown Grand Rapids. And one of the other restaurant owners came and bought food from them just to catch them and then turn them in. So,
that's dirty.
Yeah, it's a very welcoming environment.
Yeah.
Downtown. So yeah, that should be, if they sell out, it'll be 700 people. So,
Wow.
and just us. So, not saying they're all going to eat, but they will be drinking as of 7. So,
dumb question of the day: the free wings and beer pot or the thing is
free beer and hot wings.
There you go. Are you doing hot wings?
No. Well, I don't think so. Definitely won't do hot wings because that's not something we do. The only reason I'm doing this is for the exposure. So I definitely don't want to have menu items that we don't normally have, which is why we're going back to barbecue. Chris said, are we going to do a breakfast special? Isn't it bad enough that I'm just doing barbecue again in the middle of awful weather, probably for 700 people?
I'm out day before Thanksgiving all day, so
Yeah, I mean, I don't, yeah. But
is this your
I,
first day before Thanksgiving event?
yeah, we don't go past, the only time we've gone past October 31st is we did a wedding on November 4th last year or something. So, and that I regretted.
Yeah.
Because we had the trailer cleaned before the event. And then that event was a crap show for us and the trailer was trashed. For whatever reason, we couldn't seem to get our heads in the right places at the right times. And yeah, it was just a mess of a trailer. So had to go and deep clean the whole effing trailer again. But so yeah, I don't know. We might do like mashed potatoes with some sausage gravy on top or something like that, and kind of do a loaded breakfast mashed potato.
We're gonna do day after Thanksgiving. We're gonna be set up at one of the local malls with another food truck and a coffee truck, and we're gonna do like those sausage and egg bites that you can make inside of a little muffin tin.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do those. Figured that would be the easiest thing to do because I hate scrambling eggs. So
Have you tried them in your smoker? Oh, but you can go hot. Never mind. Never mind.
I mean, you
You're
can
hot,
go
man.
hot too. You just choose not to.
Yeah.
Just saying. Just saying.
True story. So yeah, that's been my week and trying to get things ready for tomorrow, which we are
Under
not.
pressure. Let's talk about under pressure.
Mhm. Let's talk about it.
You
So
excited?
yeah,
I mean, come on. Are you excited? You should be excited. It's a big deal.
I am nervous for what a colossal train wreck this could be tomorrow.
Really?
I like to be prepared for things. I do not feel prepared for tomorrow at all. We don't have our text ordering stuff straightened out. I guess stop by Verizon still. Yeah, just without a test run, like, yeah.
Didn't you have a test run?
When?
No, I thought you did. Like you did like a I guess a soft opening. Were you just telling people about it?
Yeah, we never did. We have not done paninis off that truck yet. We've done soup.
Okay.
But we haven't done.
I thought you said that you had really good feedback. I'm like, well,
Oh, just based off the post and off the promotion. Yeah. And the soups went well every time we've done them as a special, for the most part. But yeah, I have to get another generator for the presses. Because it trips the 50 amp breaker on the white box. We talked about that. So I'm just gonna get a second or another generator, just a small one, just to run those two presses. But yeah, I got a lot of shit running in my truck. I mean, the steam table has those 3 big heating elements in it and that's where the power suck is on the steam table.
Yeah,
that 3-bay steam table. Yeah, so and I need it because that's where the soups are gonna sit. Yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, those, I mean, there hasn't been a sandwich on those presses yet. So
we haven't even tried.
No, Chad Cook with Smoke and Seas has the exact same press. So I kind of I hit him up for some information and the settings that he uses and time frames that he uses, and so I feel pretty good about it. And it's going to be a struggle for me with slower ticket times. It's going to be a hard thing for me to get used to. So, but because we're looking at 3 to 4 minutes for a sandwich on the press. So
Yeah.
plus the prep time. So,
That's assembling.
yeah, so that's why I'm really trying to push the text order. Because then we can give them a time frame when they text in their order, and then we can, yeah. So it'll be easier.
Are you having somebody specifically watch the text orders?
Yeah. Yep. So I'm getting a designated phone just for that, and that'll be the new business line for the truck. So we'll start advertising that number because right now the number that's on the website and everything is my personal cell phone number. So I get calls and texts occasionally about, hey, do you guys have ribs left? And I'm not anywhere near the truck, you know. So I'd like to have a phone there. anyways, just so, I mean, if people send those kinds of messages, that there's someone there that can actually answer those questions a little bit more efficiently. So, or the phone calls about where are you guys at, or, you know, just general stuff that I'm not necessarily on the truck for. So, so yeah, that'll be sitting with the register, and that'll be yeah, Pam will have it and pop in the orders, put them as a ticket, just like we do when we run tabs, and use first name and last 4 digits of the phone number, and that'll be how they pick up their order. So should work. I'm excited. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of glad that the weather is supposed to be super nice tomorrow or this week, at least sunny and warmish. Actually, I don't know. I'd almost rather it be crappy weather, just so we have a little bit slower of a start, hopefully. But trial by fire. Pam said she's looking forward to it, and she's going to show up a little bit early so I can teach her all the things. I said we're going to be learning together because there's no processes currently. So, but she's all on board. She's excited for it. So am I, and so are our customers. I'm just I will feel better after the first week is done.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big undertaking, you know, switching something and then doing something you've never done.
So yeah, that week of Thanksgiving, it'll be a little bit of Tuesday we'll do paninis and soups, and then Wednesday will be the switch over to light the smoker or no.
Tuesday.
Yeah. So maybe we're not open on that Tuesday. As now I was thinking Thursday, not. So yeah, I don't know. That week's going to be a really cluster F, trying to make sure everything's in order, but the focus will be on the morning show setup, because really that could be a huge sales day for us. So
yeah, for sure.
Which originally I was planning on being open the day after Thanksgiving, but as of right now, I'm not thinking so. So not with that day on the schedule, and with the goal is just to pay bills. I don't need to try to find a spot and be up early to hit early morning shoppers again, when I would much rather enjoy a holiday weekend. So, you know, spend time with family and stuff.
It's overrated, trust me.
Well, that's kind of the whole, you know, you kind of justify the 100-hour weeks during the other 8 months, because you say that you'll be around for all the stuff in the winter. So I'm trying to make sure that actually happens, and
true, I'm
not overextending myself and working myself to the point of making myself sick again. So
yeah, we don't want another case of Jades.
I definitely don't. Yeah, it's been a good week. Lots of energy, which is amazing what another hour of sleep will do. I'm getting up at 4:30 still.
Sucks because your body will still wake you up no matter what.
No, that's an alarm. I slept until 6:30 once, and that was my natural body waking me up. But yeah, I have my alarm set for 4:30.
So even with the new truck, you'll get up super early ish.
Yeah, I don't know. Tomorrow I will be up early.
Who's working with you tomorrow?
Pam.
Yeah.
It'll be just me and Pam for right now. I have to put an ad out for another person because Pam's husband retires at the end of the year, and they just bought a motorhome.
Oh,
an old Class A.
Okay.
A bus. So they're going to be doing some traveling at some point. So she said I can have her until they leave, and whenever she comes back. So
well, good for her.
Yep. I am happy for her. They deserve it, and they will really enjoy their time. So yeah, I'll be looking for a person or two, maybe, but I mean, it's 3 days a week and 4 hours a day at the most. So definitely a part-time person, but yeah, I mean, we have already hit 20% of invoiced catering gigs for next year of what we had this year. That makes sense. I did not say that anywhere close to right. So
you're You've already hit 20% of the invoices this year that you sent out last year.
Yeah. Or next year for versus this year. So our 2023 invoices I've already hit 20% of our 2022 invoices for catered events. So that's awesome. Plus I'm getting slammed with stuff right now. Which is good. This is the earliest we've really had stuff booked for catered events for the previous year. I usually don't even do quotes until November or later. So the fact that we're already starting to book and lots of events are getting pushed our way. City of Sparta sent us, or Chris reached out to them. So we have a full list of their 2023 events with an application that we can select whatever we want and hopefully get in. So yeah, I mean, Grand Rapids Food Truck Association sent out their list of projected events for next year with dates for applications. So we're going to be rocking and rolling before I know it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
It's awesome.
Yeah. So what else do we want to talk about today?
So
Riveting.
I don't know. So I think I made a mistake not trying to find good places to or steady places to set up, because I find myself right now just searching. Okay, where could I set up? Because I want to do more this month, and that way I'm prepared for the next 3. Especially
excellent topic. So what did we learn, and what did we hope to do different this last year, or what did we wish we would have done different? So you're saying consistent spots, like kind of like what I do,
something that I can fall back on. Like you said, you're going to places that you have good lunch services at. Well, I don't really do lunch service very often unless it's a 3-day thing or whatever. And I guess I don't know if my town, I guess, has the capacity for lunch service. So we have a downtown spot that would accommodate food trucks, but they'll only do it when the downtown is advertising it or putting it on.
Yeah.
The city won't let you park on the streets. And then you have to search for, I was thinking, okay, well, I can contact somebody to see if I can park in their parking lot. And there's a number of parking spots downtown. The only reason I'm thinking downtown is not everybody, but it's a pretty happening area. There's office buildings, and there's also every other restaurant that's downtown too.
What about business parks?
We don't really have any.
You have to have some. You're a decent sized metropolitan area. I mean, Jackson's not a big town, but it's a city.
Yeah, it's a city, but as far as like, it's more of, yeah, I can't name a freaking, I can name one. Yeah, there probably is, at least there's probably one where there's some sort of trucking yard and a couple factories kind of thing, but there's probably
even office building business parks. I mean,
no, none of them.
No?
No, because all the major office buildings are downtown.
What about medical facilities? Are you looking to get into lunches for next year? Is that something you want to do?
Yeah, because I think the subdivision thing is going to be, I think it's going to run its course. I think, well, depending on, I guess, what happens with the economy, I think it's going to run its course. More people don't want to, I don't know. I'm overthinking a lot of things because that's what I do. And it's more of
free time now. A lot of it.
Listen, having a week off sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, having a week off sucked. It got my mind.
You got 3 more months of it.
Yeah, it got my mind moving a lot more than I really wanted it to. So I'm gonna start doing. I got some places today that I'm gonna go check out after we're done recording. And then I'm gonna go try to build some relationships real quick and see what it could do for this month, because my events are so sporadic. We'll say that.
Yeah, I mean, really, lunches is where it's been at for us. I mean, that's generally the more consistent half of our day.
Yeah.
And a lot of times the better half of our day. And a lot of it is, I mean, most of our lunches, I mean, Spectrum Health, we have 3 of those facilities that we hit those at least once a month. And those are urgent cares, which are great spots, and we only pretty much serve their staff. It's open to the public, but it's primarily their staff, and we're getting 50, 60 transactions out of it usually. So yeah, then when we go to dinner, I mean, we're getting another 30, 35 there. So it's a good day overall. So I'm not trying to, I would take busier lunches and dinners, but
yeah,
I'm combining for a good day, you know.
We have a major hospital that lets food trucks park for their staff.
Mhm.
That I haven't really tapped into that yet.
Absolutely. And if it's a major hospital, I'm guessing they have smaller facilities around the area for urgent cares and stuff.
No, most of the urgent cares around here are independently owned.
I'd still hit them up. I mean, are they pretty small?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the hospital is owned by Henry Ford.
Okay.
Which is a large.
I've heard of them.
Yeah, large medical group out of Detroit, and they just bought the hospital here. I don't know, probably 5-6 years ago, and they've done a lot of work to it. And the hospitals, I mean, it's busy because it's a major. It's the only one that's either not near Ann Arbor or Lansing.
Right.
So the possibility is there, just trying to find out who to talk to. But
yeah.
I
would definitely do that, Skippy. I mean, if those, check out the other urgent, I mean, check out some of these urgent cares. If there is, I mean, even if there's small business buildings around, it might be worth it. I mean, if you can advertise well enough, drop off a couple flyers, when you show up and just say, hey, we're next door. Here's a printed menu, or here's a card with your QR code that points to your menu or whatever,
Yeah.
You never know what you can pull from not where you're parked, but the surrounding businesses around.
Yeah, for sure. The only other thing that really, I guess, irks me is, we talked about it probably on episode 1 or 2, was the local township here that has some of the major businesses in it has a permit, and they also have some pretty, I guess, dramatic fines and deep costs, things like that. So I was thinking about, okay, it's $250. I'll go out and buy it just so I have more opportunity. And now I find out that if I do, I have to then rebuy it again in January. So I'm like, Jesus. So I'm not spending $250 just to have to redo it in a month and a half. If I'm going to do it, I'll do it.
Oh yeah, at this point, yeah. City of Grand Rapids is $250 a year, but that's a year from when you buy it. So my application's finally going through.
Oh, okay.
From when I applied in May, so I finally got notified that I'm up for review, because I was missing something that I was never told that I was missing in my application. It just always said pending.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah. So once it goes through, it should be November through November of next year.
Yeah.
So,
this is January to January, but they've got some good, I would call it retail spots, or spots where you could probably set up and do okay within their township, that people decide, they'll come out and find you if you're not, if you didn't pay their bill.
Right.
I'm still thinking it's hard to know, like, where I can go, what I can do. You think you have a good relationship with something, and they're like, oh, well, we don't really have room for you today. or tomorrow or this month. And I'm like, oh, boy.
Yeah, and that's just kind of something you got to get used to. And the off season is great for completely refiguring your game plan. I mean, all 3 of our years have been completely different, and it's not been because of COVID. You know, you try to pick the venues that you were awesome at or consistent at, and then you book those straight away, and then you try to find places similar to those places, and yeah, you just never know. It's all trial and error. And I think the one thing that we've kind of learned is, for me, is to be a little bit more flexible in my communication with some of the venues, and saying, hey, let's try it for a month, and see where we're at.
Yeah.
Versus saying, yep, we'll be there every Friday for the summer. And that's kind of, I mean, I reached back out to Wiseman for the winter stuff, and because we've always, 98% of the times we were set up there, our lunches were awesome. So it seems like a good spot for us to try to the winter menu there. So I was like, let's try these first 2 Fridays and see how it goes. And they don't care. It's more for me, but I don't want to bail on them if they have another opportunity to book somebody. Yeah, because there's a taco truck there that's from the Nuevo area that's coming down every other Friday, but they're only doing dinner, which baffles me because they'd probably do better during lunch than they will do during dinner. But
yeah, well,
we'll see. But yeah, they're getting a lot more food trucks in, which makes sense because it's easier to, people are a little bit more desperate for locations in the winter. So those of us that are staying open, it's a little easier to book us, but hopefully they can maintain and get some decent business for those other trucks. So they can book them during the summer too, and it can be a consistent food truck location, because that'll only help business for everybody. Excuse me, for everybody. Once people know that there's food trucks at a location consistently, they can count on it.
So what are you with this new venture and being open? So it looks like, are you only going to be open 3 days a week?
Probably, maybe 4. If we get a random event type of thing, like a tree lighting or a Christmas walk or something like that, we'll probably stay open for that. I'm probably going to offer sides by the half pan. So mac and cheese, coleslaw, mashed potatoes, beans, for Thanksgiving, and offer that up for the week of Thanksgiving. All pre-order, just heat and serve stuff. So if there's catering opportunities, we'll take them.
What's your gauge? What's your gauge on how, I guess at the end of the day, if you pay the bills, then it's a successful new venture. But I guess what's your how you gonna know? What's your gauge? What's your measuring stick
for if it's successful?
Yeah. So this might be a new concept for you, where you may launch.
If I'm losing more money doing it than I'm not doing it, then we'll probably pull the plug on it. So if I can't even cover the sandwich expenses.
No, I know. So if you're spending, okay, I'm going to use round numbers. If you're spending $500 a week on product, okay, what's for you to deem this successful? Is there a dollar amount in sales weekly that you need to do to have this, for you to feel all warm and fuzzy inside?
Warm and fuzzy is a whole different than okay.
Did he just wake up again?
They're eating and they share a bowl, and every once in a while they don't like to eat at the same time. That was nasty sounding. Yeah. It's
So, I
a
mean, like,
giant bowl. There's room for like 4 dogs' heads in that thing. And yeah. Anyways,
what's gonna make you want to continue and make this a viable business come next year?
okay, so that's I think that's the question you wanted to ask. What would make me want to open a panini truck?
Yeah,
Okay, so if I can cover the expenses and labor and break even on 3 days a week, then yeah, I feel pretty good about going 5 days a week with it. You know, does that make sense?
because those other 2 days will be your profit days, basically.
Yeah, more or less, it's hard to say because I don't know what that trailer would cost me. I'm not in a big hurry. I don't know how many people right now that it's going to take to actually run this thing. I could find out that it's not a 2-person truck, that it's a 3-person truck. I've seen a lot of these sandwich trucks that have 4 or 5 people on them.
Yeah, so
So there's a lot that I don't know. So I don't know that I can answer it. It may turn out that my prices are way off and that I can't get them to where they need to be in order for the truck to be profitable right now. I don't know. Yeah, it's this week is going to be I'll have a pretty good gauge. Yeah, it's pay for labor, pay for product, pay for labor. Hopefully pay for a few other things. Cell bills and insurance and stuff would be awesome. But yeah, if this thing can be cash positive, then hell yeah. At a minimum, we need to slow the money burn, the winter money burn
yeah,
we have every year.
Yeah.
So but yeah, labor and product would be key. I would feel pretty good about that. Because the rest of the bills are all small. They're just, $100 here, $100 there. I think our cell bill for my phone and a couple of the other things it's a couple $100. So, and then square bills and yeah, just all that other nickel and dime stuff that we have. So that stuff's the minimal stuff. It's my labor and Chris's labor, and if those costs can get covered.
But Chris isn't going to be on it with you?
No. So he's teacher salary. He gets paid for the year. He works his ass off for 8 months.
Yeah. Gets
his winter off and still gets paid. So, which is why I can have Chris. That's why I'm able to have Chris.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. I could change the pay structure so it just pays him the same amount for just the summer. And he said he didn't care which way it was, so I liked it this way better for whatever reason.
Yeah.
So yeah, him, me, and then Pam, which Pam's an underpaid person. So when I replace her, that labor cost is going to triple for that person, at least. So
she's irreplaceable.
She is. And I don't even want to try, but I can't make her stay. I could offer her more money, but that would just make her run away faster. Maybe if I let her work for free, she'll stay.
I hear that's probably closer to it. All right. So I mean, yeah. So you basically said this is as much of a learning. It's almost like you starting all over.
It's exactly like me starting all over, but
you have more equipment and you know how to use it ish. Except for
and it's
not used yet for tomorrow.
And I have.
Did you season the damn thing at least?
Well, it will be. The one's still in the box. I got 2. The other one just came yesterday. So it's not like I was cutting it close on stuff or anything.
I mean, of course not. Why would you? You bought two panini presses, not even knowing if you needed 2 panini presses or not.
Oh, If you build it, they will come.
Wow, is that wishful thinking or what? My God.
Nope, that is manifesting. I'm all about manifesting. So yeah, the difference in the whole starting over thing is I have a built-in customer base right now. I have a very loyal,
that you hope are going to like sandwiches.
I have a very loyal customer base. That's
That
pretty
are going to be
large.
pissed off that you're going to be open during the wintertime that you're not doing what their favorites are. Yeah.
True.
Loyal.
So whether they come out of spite or curiosity, or
As long
we'll
as
see
they
if my
bring,
Google reviews all of a sudden take a tank and I'm no longer a perfect 5 stars everywhere. Yeah, I mean, so I have that. So it's easy to get people to show up once. Anybody can get somebody to show up once to a food truck. It's can you get them to come back? And that was always my point of emphasis from the day we started was I don't care about, well, I do care about the people that come once. I want people to come twice.
yes, if they come back, it's yeah, you want repeat business. I look at every time I do an event anywhere where I've been before, I look at my daily square thing and it will tell me how many new customers I had and how many, and I look at it for the month. Which, okay, it kind of brings me to another topic. We got 10:46. We're doing okay so far. So I was recently looking at, for anybody who's listening that actually voted for me for best food truck in Jackson, I definitely appreciate it. Unfortunately, we did not make the top 3.
Oh,
I swore I posted it to Facebook, published it, and somehow it disappeared. So I don't know if Facebook does that.
I got Facebook complaints.
Yeah. Anyway, so branding and we're going to have a special guest on next year that's going to really talk about branding and how they build themselves via social media and things like that. But
I guess that'll be another 2-part episode.
I believe
that conversation is probably going to go a while.
It could be a 3-part,
especially if we break out some bourbon.
But I recently looked into, because I was going to send all my customers a text message saying, "Hey, here's the link to go vote," something like that. Have you played with Square texting?
I have not done any marketing via Square yet. Hold on, let me. Dogs. Once a fucking podcast. Can we get through one effing Monday without them losing their GD mind?
It's your dogs. Mine are perfect. Aren't you? W.
That's going to be a boring 30 seconds of video of neither of us on screen. For the YouTube watchers.
I was there for a second. So I was going through texting. I didn't realize that you have to have people opt in to receive text messages. So it basically tells you that you have to go through email because you've got their email addresses. So I offered a $2 off coupon if they'll sign up for text messaging. And I have yet to get anybody that I'm aware of sign up for text messaging. I'm like, it's because nobody looks at their emails.
Yeah.
I'm wondering what they collect. Square collects all this information for us, but like they can't put something in their receipts or something of that nature that says, hey, like, do you want to get a text from this company or something like that? It was, I always knew there were opt out things, but I didn't realize there was opt in things.
I mean, it makes sense.
I
Yeah,
get
I can't.
political. I get political texts all the time. I know I did not been to those some bitches.
So I'm glad. Thanks for making those two perfect segues of marketing and political ads. So for the last 34 weeks, 33 out of the 34 weeks, and the same 33 weeks the last year, and the same 33 weeks the week before that, I have posted every Monday and boosted said post of our schedule. Today, my boost got rejected. The same one that I always post, the same schedule, it's just shorter, got rejected because of political.
Oh,
I can't wait until tomorrow's over.
wow.
I don't know what is on it that they deemed as political, but I have not had a whole lot of luck with Facebook liking me lately. Between that and they saying our links to this podcast are spam.
Well, we do pollute the ears of many.
So yeah, I don't know.
I thought texting would be good for you because it's a new venture for you to do it, and it could be good for me because I could single out people that are in Jackson and let them know where I'm going to be. And it's like it's another thing, but it seems like it's another thing for us to figure out. Okay, how the hell am I going to use this? So that's on my goal this week is to
Figure that out.
use it.
And that's what winners are all about, and that's what having staff on your truck is for. It's figuring out how to use these new things and figuring out how to reach people in different ways, either via the text or having an Amazon skill that says, hey Alexa, where can I find PB&J's barbecue today, and having it respond.
Ooh.
I mean, those things are not hard to do. You just got to spend the half an hour to learn how to do it.
Yeah.
And then do it.
I mean, I can tell people that I'm going to publish my schedule every Monday or Tuesday, and that only goes to the people that just ask me.
Right.
Not everybody's going to take a look at it, which is
that's it. We have the where are you at, or where are we at this week, whatever, on our webpage. But that's something I also have to update manually every Monday, and I don't remember to do it every Monday. So then it becomes a thing was this really where they're at or not, and that comes back to we need to stop working in the business and work on the business. And that's where having staff to get us off the truck is handy. Because while it looks like we're stepping away from our business, we're not. We're trying to grow it.
Yeah, you're trying to figure out how to make it.
So, and that's where the value for me is to pay Chris through the year, is because I know I can lean on him a little bit harder, and at some point in time he will have that truck.
Yeah.
That is going to be his to run, and he's pretty much did it most of the year. It's his to run. Outside of me doing the morning stuff before he gets there and doing the overnight cooking stuff. There was a lot of days over the summer where he just took it and they went and they worked and he managed the truck. Unfortunately for me, I wasn't able to work on the business as much as I wanted to, because we had so much other personal stuff going on this year.
Yeah.
With the house, but I mean, so yeah, at some point in time, you're going to need a Chris.
Yeah, it's I envy you sometimes because you at least do have that one person that you can count on, to where, you were down for the count. You had him and Pam step up for the day, and then
I mean,
they knew how to do everything without you. Kind of feels humbling that they know how to do everything without you.
It's perfect, and that's exactly what you want,
Yeah. But it's kind of a perfect storm.
Yeah, I mean, sure, yeah. I mean, those two could run off and open their own truck and probably put me out of business.
Well, they're much better looking, probably.
Exactly. So yeah, it's I don't know. So you're gonna have to get yourself to that point. I had Chris year 2.
Yeah,
I had talked to him about it the first year. He worked a few days, said he really enjoyed it, and then it was, here's what I can offer you, and you're just gonna have to find that person.
It's, I think, for more for me, it's more of, well, here, I'll give you an example. So I have a friend who does barbecue in the upper Livingston County area, or by Pinckney. And this was their first full year doing this. They did a couple roadside stands a little while ago, but it's him and a business partner. And I met him, I saw him the other day at last week at the Restaurant Depot. And he's like, you know what? He's like, I saw you did the truck the other day by yourself. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, that's kind of normal. He's like, oh, it makes me wonder if I could have done it by myself. He's like, because we take the same salary, and I'm like, you guys are paying each other like already? It's like, yeah, we huh. Okay. So then, okay, now I have to figure out, I'm doing this by myself. I can pay my own bills and make sure everything, my side of things is okay, but then I have to worry about somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
That scares the shit out of me, is worrying about somebody else. Other than somebody outside that would, rely on basically how I have built the business.
You're responsible for someone else's livelihood, for putting food on somebody else's table.
And that scares the shit out of me. I mean,
scares the shit out of me. Why do you think I'm working this winter?
like every day, I would worry more than I worry now. Yeah. And it would be on my mind all the time. And it would.
That is my number one driver and number one point of anxiety, is making sure that everybody else gets paid. And ideally me too.
Yeah.
The truck itself without labor, just fine. It makes money. It's better than break even. When you start throwing in the high labor costs, and you're actually, paying payroll taxes and all the other things that is huge expenses.
Yeah.
It starts to add up and it starts to eat away quick. But yeah, it's shit. If we have a couple bad weeks, it's like crap. Then you look at the long term a little bit differently. You start planning out. Well, there's nothing in the bank now for 3 weeks of payroll. But
yeah. So I don't know at what point I'll be in that.
Gotta spend money to make money, Bert.
Oh, I get it. Listen, I get it. I completely understand it. I hate spending money, even on shit I want. I hate spending money. I'm not frugal by any means. I should be, but it's more of, it's like when I have money, I don't want to spend it. When I don't have money, I spend, shiny new toy, And I've gotten a lot better with that, running my own business. I'm more in tune to where money goes.
Yep.
I'm probably a lot more anal than I ever have been, regarding spreadsheets and P&Ls and everything that's going to go into this come Uncle Sam season. Mm-hmm. Which I just looked at the new tax brackets. They're actually pretty good for food truck people.
Yeah. For poor people, is what you're saying.
For poor people, they're actually pretty flipping good. But I'm humbled that I can, pay bills and that people like my food. I'm nervous as hell to get it to the next level. That's the next spot, is having a full-time employee, or at least somebody that's my Chris, put it that way.
Yeah. I imagine I am going to steal my next employee from somewhere.
And I know a food truck that they've stolen a couple people from different chain restaurants, things like that.
Yeah. And we drove through a McDonald's yesterday, and I was super impressed with the guy at the window. Like, I could do somebody like that,
What are you doing? Here's a card.
Yeah. Hey, let me know if you don't want to do this anymore. Because trust me, I did it for a long time. It doesn't get it better.
So how do you get over the fact? Okay, so let's just say that this new venture is going well, and you get the bug up your butt that you want to open a truck, right?
Mm-hmm.
You already have Chris and Pam that can run the barbecue truck.
Yeah.
how are you going to get out of the mindset that they can do everything just like you to make sure that that food and that service and everything that they get is just like if you were there?
Because they already done it. Service wise, like from 11 o'clock to
Hey, hey, come here. We'll go outside. Seriously. Sorry. Really?
Thanks.
Yeah, we've had your dogs have started it before.
He's super confused. He doesn't know where it's coming from. He's running all over the house.
My dog doesn't even know what she's barking at. So anyway, so so you're saying that it's because that's a contention for me too, is like, can I do it? That's why I never did a competition as a team. I always did it me because I can trust myself.
Chris is bought in, so Chris is technically part owner.
Well, okay.
So the better the business does, the better he does.
Yes.
Pam doesn't know how to not be good. You know,
because
it's just in her nature. Yeah. So she's going to do the best she can at everything she does. Now, I mean, Chris has been trimming meats for 2 years now. I started training him how to do it last year, so he can do it.
So why won't you ever like park the trailer at his house and have him do?
We used to. So we used to do, when we did Saturdays and Sundays up in Nuevo, he would have the truck overnight on Saturday.
And he'd get up at 4
Yep.
o'clock, whatever.
You would do the whole morning thing. Yeah.
Okay.
So, and I'd show up at 8 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. And so he's capable, and he did it when we did a couple the 2-day festivals up in Nuevo. Like I went home on the first day and he got up in the morning and went down to the park and did the morning stuff for me so I could have a break for the day. Now the problem is that that's an occasional thing and he's an hour away. So that morning stuff is as of right now is always going to be me.
Yeah.
And that's where I will have the bigger issue is if we get to a second truck, even if it's another barbecue truck, which I think the second trailer probably will be, and the third one will be something different. Not really sure. I have no idea. That'll be a when I'm ordering thing.
Yeah. With or without a fryer.
Yeah, without is having somebody else come to my house at 4 o'clock in the morning and being able to provide like a bathroom. So
yeah,
there's the bigger struggle for me, is to be able to open up the house to someone else that early in the morning.
Yeah.
And with young kids, and
yep.
If they wake up and walk down to the kitchen, there's a weird guy, you know, walking out of the bathroom or whatever. The potential for that scariness for them.
Why is Uncle Chris downstairs in the kitchen again?
He's not wearing pants this time.
That took a turn.
Can you tell Chris to close the bathroom door when he's going to the bathroom? Yeah, so that's the bigger issue. So I don't foresee me getting out of that morning role for the most part.
But you could see yourself finishing the morning and then just not be on the truck the rest of the day.
Would be ideal. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Because then I can do the business side of it the rest of the day, and you know, I can work on doing videos for social media or, you know, all that other stuff. Which is, I mean, I do a lot of the shopping and stuff, and with kids and everything, it's so much running around that I need to do while we're open.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, it's hard to get it all in. But yeah, until we can get to a spot where we're parking the truck at a business location overnight, like we have a building with a commissary, that's pretty much just how it's going to be. I'm going to have the morning stuff, and when we get to that point, I'll have overnight people.
Yeah.
You know, I'll just have a couple overnight people that handle everything that I do in the morning, Chris does in the morning, and you know, he can show up at 9:30 and hook up and pull out
Yeah.
and be ready to go. So that's where I'd like to get to. But
It sounds so far away.
yeah. It's 2 trailers away from me. I can have 2 here. I can't have 3. So the second trailer, like I said, I'm pretty sure it's going to be barbecue. It's going to be a primarily festival trailer. So the trailer we have now will continue to do our Monday lunches and dinners and stuff and go 6 days a week doing that stuff. And the other one will be a 3-day a week, maybe 4-day a week truck going to festivals and stuff. And it'll be set up very much different than what this one is. With double service windows split. Yeah, it's because I'm pretty sure that if we just had a festival truck that we could probably hit the same sales. If we're doing a festival every weekend, we do hit the same sales that we do with this truck. Easy. So knowing that, and then once we get to multiple trucks, my salary and Chris's salary starts getting divided, amongst all 3 vehicles. So then the labor becomes much easier to handle, So for me, getting to a second truck is huge. So as long as we can either have a product that people want to buy or make sure that we are able to get to enough places to sustain 2 trucks. Once we get to that point, then it gets fun for me. And then that 5-year plan comes very attainable. Or tomorrow when I wake up a billionaire. Or when I wake up a billionaire, I'm sorry.
Well, apologies, but you'll never, even if you've won tomorrow or tonight or whatever, you still wouldn't be a billion.
It's pretty close. After with the cash option, it's a $900 million check. I know that doesn't include taxes, but you still get the check. You just got to pay all the taxes right afterwards. So I'd be very close for a very short amount of time.
Just because you had the check. Yeah. My wife put it on our family calendar, buy Powerball tickets.
Yeah. You don't need to. I already have the winner. So yeah, like I said, I'm big into manifesting. We had a really weird realization when it first got to $1 billion. So it was last Monday, I think. And she's like, yeah, I can handle being a billionaire. I said, well, in order for us to be a billionaires, it'd have to double. So here we are. So clearly the universe is aligning for us. And yeah, I look forward to having a really better life starting tomorrow. It's already great. I mean, but I look forward to, never flying commercial again.
Fly.
You're flying everywhere.
No, don't do flying.
Oh, you haven't had good experiences. You need better planes.
Oh, I had probably had fine experiences. I'm not a roller coaster fan, so I don't like the taking off or landing. Swear in Atlanta we were coming in hot that one day. Scared the Jesus out of me. Sitting there in the aisle, just sorry, let's get that on camera.
So yeah, it's I'm excited. But whenever I get to October, let's make sure we're opening in March. So this is always the worst part of the year for me. And it's new business. And once we get past this year, and next winter should be much better. Because I don't have to worry. The trailer's paid off at that point, and so worst case, that's done. And trailers are going for a high price right now. So I could sell it and pretty much turn a profit on the business. Almost. That's what I've dumped into it personally.
I don't know if anybody wants any of your intellectual property. I mean that with love and respect, of course.
Skippy.
Hey, we need to, the other thing that got canceled last week was our lunch. So we need to figure out a time where we can I'm still eager to try that campfire corn.
So right now, if you wanted to try for next week,
I've got
Monday,
Thursday.
Wednesday, probably, huh?
I've got Monday or Thursday.
Monday it is.
Okay.
Because yeah, stepkids will be gone at their dad's, so I don't have to take them to school. I just have to pick them up from school at 3:30. But
Yeah. All right.
book it.
1 week from today, we'll do a little video.
So you do have stuff going on this week?
Yes.
Awesome.
I have a couple things. I'm gonna get a haircut tomorrow.
I got mine for the first time in 3 months last Monday, Tuesday. I don't know.
With the beard,
I lost a lot of hair in the matter of a couple of days.
well, that's from all the stress.
Yeah, I noticed that when I cut it shorter, that there's a lot of gray.
Yeah, we need to have the art guy mess with your photo a little bit more, give you
A
some
little bit more salt in there. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm still good.
That's all stress, buddy. It's all stress.
I know. I'll get it.
Do you wanna throw out an update on your Facebook followers?
Yeah, I seem to be going up about 10 a week.
That's a good pace though, and considering that's pretty much organic for you, right?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't bought an ad yet. I'm at 1354.
We need to figure that out for you still.
I think I did figure it out. I just haven't been lazy and haven't done it yet. I've been kind of down for the count the last week.
Hold on. I just asked for a review on my weekly ad.
Oh yes, because it's political.
Yeah, politics, electoral or elections is what it said. It violates those policies.
Coming from Facebook, that's bullshit. But anyway.
Well, yeah, it's not like I'm even asking people to vote for me for like what you had. It's just, yeah, I don't get it. Okay, so my current followers are 8988. So yeah, we're slowing down too.
You gained another 200.
No, it's only about 100.
You were 87 and some change last time.
No, I thought we were 88 because we were about 200 a week the first couple weeks, and yeah, so we're 520 above where we were when we started over 3 weeks.
Next thing is we need to do a Biggest Loser contest.
Yeah.
So whenever you feel the need.
I don't know what you're talking about, Skippy. I'm feeling svelte. Clearly.
I haven't had an appetite the last week, so.
Oh yeah, you got a head start on me.
Yeah, that third chin doesn't look very svelte there. We'll talk about that.
I have the camera below me, not.
Yeah.
We'll
talk about that next week.
I had something else real quick and I don't remember.
Oh, any comments, anything, any feedback that you've gotten that we should hammer out real quick? Ever growing YouTube channel, our march to 100.
Yes, the fryer is available for sale if anybody wants it.
I do have somebody that wants it.
Make me an offer.
I need to know the model or like what the brand.
Okay.
Is it a 40-pound fryer?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll get you a picture of the sticker. I think there's a sticker on the door that has all that information on it.
But yes, I will have somebody come purchase it from me, or I'll pick it up and give it to them.
Somebody asked me why I don't use it because I don't want to deal with the mess.
Yeah.
Originally I had it for wings, so I was going to smoke and then do a quick fry on the wings just to crunch up the skin a little bit, and then do French fries. But realizing that those don't have a liquid tight seal cover on them, I know people have made some. I don't want to fucking deal with it. I really don't want to drain it every time we move, since we move so often. So I just don't want to deal with the mess.
The other thing too is wings. More people cook them and then cool them down and then throw them in the hot fryer for service. So
yeah,
if you don't have that ability, it kind of, I don't really want to drop hot food in a hot fryer. or warm food in the hot fryer. I don't, because I don't know if that's what people do, but I'm used to seeing people drop cold food in the hot fryer.
Well, I did a short stint at Hot and Now a while back.
Oh,
Yeah.
bring up the past.
I was there when they started closing restaurants. So I was there in Greenville, Michigan, when they closed at restaurants. I actually didn't go the day they announced, like they called an all staff meeting, and I already fucking knew what was going on, so I didn't even go. One of those things you could see the writing on the wall. But all of their fried things were all done, and then you took them out of a warming box, and then you refried them to get them hot. It was awful. Yeah, terrible. Can't imagine why they're not in business, or there's only one left in Sturgis, Michigan, I believe. There's still a Hot and Now. Don't go there. Put them out of business.
Sounds like a place that would have a hot now.
So that was the other one. I thought there was maybe a couple other comments that I saw floating around, but I don't remember off the top of my head.
No, there were more people that were. Bubba wanted to know where you slice your brisket.
No. Bubba slices his to order on his truck, I believe, which is awesome. And I wish I had the space or willingness to do it. I did it the first week, I think we were open.
Yeah.
And then I was done, and I just chopped it ahead of time. It just took too much time. It was too much of a effing mess everywhere. Because I don't have a really good spot on that trailer to do it. So yep, switched to chopped brisket, and it's been fine. It's been great. I think I've had one complaint that they wanted slices on their sandwich, but I'll take one complaint out of the 5,000 people we've served.
Just gotta get faster at slicing.
That's how I end up with fingers that don't extend all the way. A Michelin rated chef I am not, or French trained chef I am not, so I can go quick. I just I can't go that quick. But
yes. All right, my friend. Well, good luck to you tomorrow. We'll be watching our Facebook feeds for your you should do a live video of the first press.
Yeah.
You should.
I'll see what I can muster up.
Yeah, do a live video.
Have you watched the what the hell's the show on Hulu with the Italian beef sandwich shop with the chef that was there?
The one on FX.
God, what the hell's it called?
Bear.
The Bear. Have you seen that?
I watched like the first 3 or 4 episodes.
So there's a point later on where they go to online ordering.
Oh, great.
They come in so fast when they turn it on. There's like 100 orders, and yeah, that's kind of my fear.
Oh, how'd your gift cards do?
We haven't sold a one.
All right.
So after 2 years of people asking for them, we finally have them, and no one's bought one. So, but they don't expire. So I mean, there's plastic cards that they're rechargeable. So
I did just get a Square email about e-gift cards too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That would probably be cheaper than the way I went.
Probably. But you got cool little things.
They are plastic cards and they're rechargeable. So yeah, we're still promoting them. And now that we're open for the winter right now, I mean, they're good forever. So hopefully we'll get some for Christmas, and they make great stocking stuffers.
Yes, they do. Except nobody can get your barbecue until mid-March. Anyway, you have a good day, bud.
You too, man. Talk to you later.
See ya.
Bye.